Good morning and happy New Year's Eve. We made it to the last day. We survived 2017, mostly. Hi. I know I said I wasn't going to come on today, but I just felt really called to pop on and say hello and see how everyone is. And how were your holidays? I hope they were beautiful and filled with all kinds of good blessings and joy and happiness. And so I wanted to talk to you actually a little bit about New Year's. The transition is interesting. A lot of people are just kind of, oh, New Year's Eve, it's time to party. But it's actually a really beautiful time to be really purposeful about setting intentions. This is a doorway. This is a transition time. And it always fascinates me how, it's all laid out so beautifully, because it is one of the darkest times of the year, right? We just had solstice. And believe me, when I get up in the morning, I notice how dark it is and how early it gets dark. This is a rest time. This is a time to withdraw and rest and, be like a bear and go hibernate. Okay, that might be extreme. That just might be me. But it's a transition time. So I wanted to come on and talk to you about being a little purposeful about that this year, because when you're purposeful about your life, that's when you can create the things that you want. When you just kind of, roll with it and see what happens and kind of react, that's when something else is creating your life for you. So this is like the epitome of manifesting the life that you want, of creating the life that you want. It's getting clear what you want and taking the purposeful steps to set intentions and steps and create the ripple effect so that you get what you want, so that you create what you want. It doesn't happen overnight. I'm going to be really honest with you. I think you already know that, though. But this is a really good time to start setting those intentions. I think it's one of the best times. And you guys, there's a full moon. This is the perfect time, if you're into the lunar living, to let go. Full moons are releasing, letting go. Well, hi, 2017, I would like to let you go. So here's what I do. And I thought I would share this with you in the hopes that maybe it will inspire you. You don't have to do what I do. Please don't think that this is what I'm saying. This is just to maybe open up some ideas of things that maybe you haven't thought of before, you haven't been introduced to before, that might inspire you to create your own ritual or process. Normally today, I spend an hour or so going through my journals and seeing what 2017 brought me, what I created, what I manifested, the good and the bad. So yeah, your journals are good for reflecting too, and this is the perfect time for it. I go through my goals, and I think there's a video in the group where I talk about how I set my actual goals. I have like a 10-year, 5-year, 1 year, and then what I'm working on right now, which are all connected. So there's that I'll try to find that and tag you in it somewhere so that you can see that again. So I go through those, and I recognize that sometimes something I wanted 1 year ago, I've either completed, which I hope I've marked off, which tells me I've also kept on top of my goals, or it might not serve me anymore. That's okay. A lot of stuff can happen in a year. I might shift my direction. I might gain new information and realize it's not important to me. There's a million different things that could happen, that something I wanted a year ago that I thought was worthy of writing down on my list isn't there anymore. It doesn't work. It's not serving me anymore. It's not in the bigger picture. I've learned something new. So all of those things I do today, but I want to invite you to do something as well. And this is something I did last year, and I found it really stayed with me throughout the year. So I plan to do it again this year. In fact, that's about just about what I was going to do before I decided I would get on and talk to you about it first. So you're going to need a piece of paper and a pen or pencil. I mean, it's very simple. I tuck this into the cover of my journals, and I bring it with me as I, if I change journals over the year. And I look at it often, because the more you look at your stuff, your goals, your inspiration, the better. It gets into your subconscious. But I want you to be purposeful about today. Think of today, tonight, New Year's Eve, as a doorway you're going to walk through. And it's a transition, it's a movement. And you can take all the crap from 2017 with you. In fact, you can take all the crap from your entire life with you, but my goodness, what a heavy load. And you don't need to. So I would invite you to take your paper and make a list of things you don't want to take into 2018 with you. What is it you would like to leave behind as you walk through the door and then close 2017 behind you? What do you want to leave behind? Right? Maybe you want to leave behind toxic people. Maybe you want to leave behind poor health. Maybe you want to leave behind grief. Maybe you want to leave behind, kettle chips. I don't know. I don't know what it is for you. What is it that you want to leave behind? And visualize it, right? Put it in a little box. Put it in a big garbage bag. Put it in, just pile it on the other side of this door. Just visualize the door that you're going to walk through tonight from 2017 into 2018. It's a transition period, and you can do this. And this visualization allows you to actually sort of be very purposeful about what you're leaving behind. So what is it you're going to leave behind? Write those things down. Okay, and this is a little different from the usual, like New Year's resolutions, because New Year's resolutions have become kind of a joke, right? So let's just forget about that for the moment and think about what is it you don't want to bring with you. Okay, and that's going to stay. That's going to stay in 2017. You're going to close that door and not worry about bringing that crap with you. The second thing I want to talk to you about is actually to do with resolutions. Because if you think about the word resolution, you're resolving something. So a lot of people think about New Year's resolutions. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And we have these grandiose ideas, and then we don't do them. Instead, I would ask that you shift. What is it in 2018 that you want to resolve in your life? What is it that you want to shift and solve and fix and let go of? So that when we come to this time 1 year from now, what you'll leave behind are those things that you want to resolve. So this is different from leaving crap behind in 2017 that you do not want to bring with you. Okay, these are things that you're still working on. I personally work very much in this time of year on integration between, for me right now, integration is all about shifting the self-love into also loving the crap I don't like about myself. It's kind of a weird situation because you know you don't love it, but you don't like it, but you learn to love those things that you don't like. But what is it that in 2018 you want to resolve in your life? Instead of worrying about losing 10 pounds, why don't we resolve your health? Right? Why don't we resolve some issues around your health? So I would invite you to write those things down and do the visualization of, walking through the door, the 2017 door, but leaving the crap behind. Leave it on the floor, right? Leave it in the box. Just, you don't need to bring it with you. You don't need to bring it with you. Let it go. And then simply, exactly, Lorraine, loving the whole package of oneself is what integration is all about. And then when you walk through the door into 2018, what do you want to see there? Because everything is open. It's all there for you. You just have to decide what it is you want. And while I am a firm believer that you can manifest and you can do everything and anything that you want. You can't do it all, and you can't manifest it all. It's just not possible to do everything all at once. So what is it that you want to resolve? What is it you're going to leave behind? And what is it that you want to create in 2017? Those are the things that I would ask you to sit and reflect on. And this is a really good thing to put in your journal. But I would personally, and again, it's totally up to you, how you use your journal is a very personal thing. I personally do this on a separate piece of paper so that I can bring it with me because I usually go through about 3 or 4 journals a year. And I bring those and my goal sheets with me into a new journal. And I also, on the 1st or thereabouts of every month, go through all of those things again to make sure that they're still serving me and that I'm on top of them and I'm not kind of neglecting them. So, you guys, this is such a good time. So we have a supermoon, we have New Year's Eve, we have, you know, just the energy of releasing is huge right now. So I would really invite you to go ahead and figure out what it is you want to release and leave it behind in 2017. If you're interested in ritual, one thing that I will be doing tonight, I have, and you can get them at the grocery store, just bay leaves, and you inscribe on them what you want to release, and then you can burn them. They actually smell really good. It's, you know, don't do it under your smoke detector. Trust me. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt a few times. But you know, it doesn't create billows of smoke, but it will, if you have a sensitive detector, it will invite it to sing to you. So open window or a balcony or yard. And as with most rituals with things that you burn, it's always good to return it to the earth if you can. Here, it's not too hard to do. I know a lot of places are quite frozen at this time, but just, you know, bay leaves don't cause too much trouble. All I do is I have a heat safe bowl. In the past, I've actually used a clay terracotta pot, you know, for planting, and I put some sand or dirt in the bottom. And that's it. And then I light her up. That's it. It's bay leaves come in incense and a variety, and some there's actually some sage bundles that I have gotten in the past that have had bay leaves in them. They're intention bundles. But you can just literally inscribe on the bay leaf itself, and then, you know, the intention is that as it burns, it releases the energy that was attracted to you to bring those things that you would like to release. So I hope that serves you. Happy New Year, you guys. I think 2018 is going to be pretty incredible. It's certainly starting off with some serious freaking energy. All right, well, I am going to go actually do the things I just talked to you about before Charlie wakes up and I have to take him out. And my goodness, it's so sunny here. It's so lovely, but whoo, it's cold. Have a wonderful, beautiful start to 2018. And I would love to hear, you know, in the comments what it is that you're going to be releasing this year and leaving in 2017. Leave it. Close the door. And then, you know, midnight is this beautiful space of, oh, speaking of the devil, guess who's awake? But it's this beautiful space, if you think of it almost like a little hallway between 2 doors, where you can choose, you can decide, this is going to be different, this is going to be what I want this year, I am creating it, and I'm going to use my intention and my energy and my focus to make it happen. And I hope that that serves you. Let me know what it is that you're going to release in 2017 and close the door on, okay? And I love you too, Lorraine. You guys are so awesome. And I see you too, Julie. I hope to see lots of comments. Anyways, I will talk to you guys soon, okay? Mwah. Bye.